Hi, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Boni Gopalan. Thank you for joining today. And if you're watching this as a recording, please skip over the first 2 minutes because I just joined a little bit early and I'm just waiting for everyone else to join in. So the today's presentation will start in about 2 minutes from now. So you can, if you're watching a recording, you can very safely skip over the first 2 to 3 minutes, and then you will hit the place where from where we'll be starting to do the demo. All right. So in the mean, till the time others are joining, there will be a short pause. There'll be I will just wait around. So I'll be doing this. I'll turn off the video for now, but I'll be around. Thank you. Hi, thanks for joining. I know you're there and you joined on time. Thank you. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join in. It usually takes, from my experience, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes for most of the people who want to attend to join. Today, it's expected to be a larger than usual crowd. Usually, we run these sessions with about 20 to 30 people at the most. Um, this session was supposed to be initially. Let me turn the video back. That's easier. Hi, Boni here. Thanks for joining today. So, in this session was initially supposed to be for the new users of WalkInto, but then later we figured that if it could as well work as a demo for people who want to learn more about WalkInto. So thank you very much for joining. So what we are intending to do today is to run through the key features, why WalkInto. Mainly, it will be a screen share and demonstrating what the tool does for you and how you can use the tool to sell more the virtual tools. So that is the main purpose of the demo. So just to give a brief of what WalkInto can do for you, it pretty much overcomes all the small limitations of Google Street View Trusted, in the sense it adds very clean navigation structures. It adds information overlays. It adds hotspots and information panels. It can add floor plans. It can add video and audio. And also there's a 3D sound feature that it can add, and a great analytics, so which will tell you exactly as to at the aggregate level who is doing what, who part is missing, but what is being done. So how many menu clicks, how many tour card views, how many tour card link clicks. So all this analytics information you get, which comes out as great ROI that you can share with your customer, and very easy way to embed it into social media, very easy to embed and share it on customers' websites. So that is expected feature, but it works just fine, and we have made it extremely easy. There is a level of collaboration that is possible, in the sense two people can, that we have a notion of somebody who is a owner and somebody who is a editor. So your customer can as well own the tool, but still you can do the editing. So these features are there. So that is where we stand. Those are the key features that we have added over a plain simple Google Business View. And as of now, everything that is published on Google Maps can be imported and connected together in WalkInto, which makes it extremely powerful. Especially say you have a customer with a multi-location business, you can connect all of them together within the same street view. And same goes for even hotels programs. Hotels program when each is an island, but these islands you can connect together easily in WalkInto and make it a really valuable digital asset for your customer. So all these things work beautifully. And the way I'm going to be running today's presentation is I'm just going to start do a screen share and start showing you how to go about building a tool very easy and very straightforward way. All right. So next you are going to be seeing the screen share, and in case you can't see the screen share, please let me know on the group chat on the right top. Okay. And also, one important thing, there is a Q&A that we will be running. So any questions that you have, please use the Q&A panel. So it's on your right top. On the right top, there's a grid, and when you click on the grid, you will get a Q&A panel there, and then you can type the questions that you want. You have. And while I won't be able to take the questions in a live manner, but I will be in between. I'll be jumping back and forth between the our screen share and the Q&A, and I will take the questions then. So please feel free to ask any questions that you have while I'm doing the demo. All right. So let's get started with the screen share, and let me start showing you what it is. All right, you should be seeing WalkInto homepage now. Let me take a quick look at the Hangout bar, and in case you can't see, please feel free to just type a message on my chat so that I will know the screen share has a problem. Sometimes that happens. I'm just assuming that it's all working fine. So if you do not yet have a WalkInto account, this is a great time to head over to WalkInto and just click on the sign in at the top, and you can log in. You can register today just with your Google account, and we will be delighted to activate it right away. Okay, so the sign up, sign in, everything is on the right top here. And if you already have a WalkInto account, great, more power to you. Thank you. So when you click on sign in, you get the standard Google login, and I'm using my standard login to get in. If you are a new user, this will be an empty table that you see. So each row here denotes a tool that I have already created, and at a summary level, I see some information about how many tools are there. There are some important things about managing the profile, which I can do from this screen. So apart from that, there is a portfolio. Everybody gets a custom URL when you are WalkInto, so that you have here. Portfolio widget, how much of my upload space is used. So all those things are there. So now let's start doing the really interesting things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a tool. So creating a tool, I clicked on the red button on the right top, and it loads up with an empty map to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a business. So I have a map open here. I'm just going to pick a random business. Okay, there is an orange dot that we can see here. So this is the standard Google Maps. We are not in WalkInto at this moment. We are on Google Maps. I just dropped the pegman there, and it is somewhere in. Oh, okay. This looks like fitness on hot yoga. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm just going to pick this business. So how to get it into WalkInto? What I'm going to do is I'll just copy this link at the top, the URL at the top, and head back to WalkInto. And on WalkInto, we have a right side. There is a search box. Put the URL there and press enter. All right, it's as simple as that. That business is there. Now we are back in WalkInto. So I'm just going to name it. Whatever is the name that you have. All right. So now we have one scene that we have created, and I'm just going to set this as my set. I'm just going to take one step inside this studio. I will set this as my starting panel. Click this blue tick mark here to set as my starting panel, and done. So at this point, if I go to my preview is the button right here, I should be able to see the tool nicely. So in less than 1 minute, I was able to get a basic tour going. So even at this stage, there is some value add that has happened. For example, say when I load up this tool, I want this panel to auto rotate. So this is not something that is very readily possible in business view, right? So we can do it just by clicking on the settings and this auto rotate. Now any scene over here should be auto rotating. So you can see that an auto rotation is happening, auto rotation, and we have done some customization for full screen, home button, etc., etc. there. Now, the more fun thing is how to add a navigation structure. So now this is a small business, so I think I will just head out here. So this. All right, so I'm just going to add some fun menus here. So to add a menu, what I did is I just clicked on the add button over here. So this creates a navigation, and I can, whatever I see now on my scene, this is the scene on which I'm going to create a navigation. I'm just going to call it towels, and that is done. I'm going to add one more menu here. I'm going to call this maps. So we have two menus created, and now if I head back to my preview, these two things is always side by side. Like you make something, then you can come back and do the preview. Towels should jump and show me the towels. Mats should come back here and show me the mats. So that's done. Now, easy to add menus. You can add submenus just by using here's say more mats. And not only that, you can add it. Say you want to rearrange the menu, you can always do it by just dragging and dropping it in another position. And dragging and dropping is very much possible across the levels also. So more mats has come here. Say more mats, I want to move back here. So all those things are possible. Editing, deleting, everything that we would by standard expect from a navigation structure management is available here. And interestingly enough, you can start this navigation either in this list mode, or you can even start it in a thumbnail mode. The thumbnail mode is this. So if I select this thumbnail, then I get a picture of each of the scene that we have selected. So towels and mats, which two things that we have selected, we have just very easily converted into a thumbnail mode. So this, some people like that, some people really like it, some people don't like it. And you can even start this menu in an icon mode, or you have seen that there is a navigation counter going on here. You can, it's how many items that are clicked. You can hide it if you don't like. So pretty much every possible type of customization is possible in WalkInto with every settings that you have. All right. So far what we have done is we have very quickly imported in a business. We added a couple of menu items, and now what I'm going to show you is that to this I could add another business altogether. Say like we are in the area, and let's see like what are the attractions here. So by just dragging again, taking the penman. So bunch of on the Westminster Bridge, there's a bunch of photospheres. Let me import in a photosphere. Now, importing photospheres is a very tricky affair. We all know that with all the Google views merged going on, things are always a bit iffy. So I'm hoping that luck is with me on this. So it did, and I was able to import in a photosphere. And let's add this as a menu item. Okay, so now what do we have here? We have a menu that is in a thumbnail mode. it opens as an icon. I'm just going to change all of them to the list and this. And it has a business with two scenes, and it has a photosphere attached to it. Now, that's pretty powerful, right? I mean, we just spend about 5 minutes, and we were able to like take in a bunch of things that we wanted to put over there. So that is pretty powerful. So now let's see like what happened to the on the editor. All right, so now this is how the dashboard looks. So now this red slide red color, what it means is that we have created the tool, but we have not published it. So this is a very interesting concept that WalkInto has. That is, you can continue to work on a tool and not publish it. When you want to publish a tool, what you need to do is you need to click on this icon, and that icon suddenly makes your tool published. So now this tool is shareable for you. Now you can take this tool and embed it into a customer's website. Now how do you do that? To do that, you get your embed code from right from your dashboard. And dashboard on this last menu item here has a bunch of very interesting options, such as you can create a copy of a tool. If you don't like the tool anymore, you can delete it. You can embed it. The embed is what we are talking about, and embed gives you the standard options for enabling getting the iframe embed code and taking it and embedding it at customer side. And transfer, this is an advanced feature in the sense like say you're working on the tool and you made the tool, but you want to share the rights with somebody else, because that somebody could be your customer who would like to honor to kind of own the tool, or somebody else who is working in your team and who is going to be helping you with the editing of the tool. So transferring ownership and transferring the editorship rights. So this is possible, and with just an email invite, it is possible. And at this point, another thing that I want to show you is that the support and help is very tightly integrated with WalkInto. And for example, here you have a doubt about how to do the transfers. So all we will need to do is to type here, and you will get the help right here, and you can click on it, and it will take you to an article that details out the steps and the process of managing the transfers. So integrated help, and also like say you have an issue here, you have a problem when you're working here, you can always just shoot across a ticket, and this will come into a help desk, and somebody will look at it right away. This help integration is also there on the editor too. So here on the editor on the right side, you can see that there is a support icon there, and here again the same widget, but you can report many times. Nowadays, what we see is that majority of the tickets come from this widget. All right, so now we made so many things. So far, we have not added any interesting information panels to it. So let's go and add one. Now, to add a tour card, so we call this tour card and the information panels. When you click on it, you get a bunch of options. You can add video, you can add a link that is jumping to another website. This is an interesting thing called scene links. Then it's an information panel that comes up when you click on something. So on this row, whatever you see, it's all attached to a hotspot, and the hotspot clicks, in this case, brings up a YouTube video. Hotspot clicks takes you to another URL. This is a navigation, this is an alternate navigation that takes to another scene. Here it is a hotspot click that brings up an information panel. So let's just start with a YouTube video. So I click here, and let's say that I want to, I'm going to put something on this red wall. That is going to be fun. And I don't have a YouTube video yet. I'm going to pick a YouTube video for this. All right, so just going to pick some yoga. All right, this is a yoga challenge. All right, I'm just going to take it. So this URL I can plug in here. I just click save. Now against a red wall, I let me just do some customization on this icon too. Probably I will pick a slightly greener, funky color. Okay, so color picking is very easily possible. I want to be slightly larger icon, so I just made it slightly larger. It's possible. And let me pick another icon. All right, so we have about 2,000 or so icons that are available for your use. All right, so now we have this. So now let's take a look at how this looks in the preview. So yeah, so the icon that we just added is here. I click on it, it brings up a video and it starts playing. Okay, so it can be any video. Now this is just one of the types of hotspots that you can add. So I'm just going to go ahead and add another one. So this time I'm going to add a logo. Logo is very useful. Logo is almost always required. Logo has certain behavior in the sense you want it to stay put on a particular place. All you need with that is an image. So I'm just going to pick an image now. Oops, excuse me. Uh, I'm just going to pick a standard image that I already have. Just okay. So WalkInto stores all its images in a Google S3 server with a CloudFront backing, so that what happens is that it is extremely fast and available. So here you can see that you can optionally you can link this logo to another website URL, so which is a very useful feature, and you can put the logo wherever you want. So wherever you put it, like that will be the exact place in which the logo comes up. And this logo will stay in the exact same place where you have put it, and irrespective of which place where you are moving to. Okay. Uh, More types of tour cards are there. For example, this information tour cards that comes up when you're looking at a particular place. So there's a lot of templates that are available. So in this templates, you can pick something with a image and uh, a- so adding anything is very simple and straightforward. So here again, I'm just going to upload an image. Um, Let me use this WalkInto logo. Okay, and I'm just going to make it 100% width and so that it stretches out nicely. And it's going to call this viewport. And I want this to show up only when I'm looking at this window, for example. So I'm going to call it when looking at window. So this viewport card, what it does is like you can set angles to this, and depending upon the angle that you have set it for. So on this wall, when I'm looking at, that's when I want this card to come up, and when I just set it such. So what happens is now if I go to my preview, I can see that here when I'm looking here, my viewport card comes up, and when I'm looking away from there, that viewport card goes away. It comes back, it goes away. So it is on a particular viewing angle, you can set a card. So these are all standard expected behavior that you would see in uh, any overlay system, and we have it all covered and more. So the notion of tour cards are really extensive. You can have tour cards that are coming up. It can carry any type of information such as video. It can carry iframe embeds. It can carry images. It can carry a lot of customized text. You can adjust the color, the sizes. Size adjustment is as simple as you picking the one and just dragging to resize it. just drag resize. So it's everything is like inline, and everything is exactly where you put it. So it is very simple and straightforward. And another very powerful thing about WalkInto, and this is very useful for your customers, is that say somebody has a very good color theme going. So what they can do is they can customize the colors to match their themes. So what happens is, say they have, it can match with their logo, it can match with their brand identity. So this way, it just becomes an integral part of their website. So here we just pick the theme selection, and we changed it to something like this. So the colors, the whole colors, fonts, everything just changes. Okay, so the themes I'll just show once again. Themes, you activate the themes from here, and then you have a bunch of walk-into themes which are already created that you can reuse, or you can go and make your own theme. So which is pretty easy to do. Like you click here and you just edit it, and you have a color palette and everything from which you select your phone, select your background, text icon colors, very standard things, but it is made in a really nice and easy to use way. And I showed you one set of ways to import things. What I haven't shown so far is how to add floor plans. So let me just show that. So floor plans is really interesting stuff. So I have a few floor plan images here. So I just added a floor plan here, and I'm just going to add this in. This is not exactly the floor plan of this particular studio, but you'll get the idea. So now this, I had the floor plan. Floor plan comes here. I can open it back here, and the floor plan, in fact, can be organized into different floor areas. Again, the help is covered in detail, so I'm not going to go into that. You can pick a point, and you can say that this scene that we are looking at is attached to here, and then you have an option of like picking this scene or a different scene, uh, and use editor scene and save. So it is done. So now when I go back to my preview, I can bring up the floor plan, and you can see that this wedge is already like moving very nicely with the way in which we have set up the scene. And when I click on the wedge, it'll take me to that particular scene. So if I'm on some other place, this wedge doesn't show up, and when I click on it, it'll take me back to the scene where I had set it up. So it's fairly nice and easy. And another thing that I want to show you is the power of events. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the analytics events here. So you get to set up analytics at two levels. One, here you have a lot of customization options through the settings, and also you can set up your analytics ID. There's a Google Analytics integration. Once you set that Google Analytics, what you get is you get a very detailed information about every single event that's happening. For example, you can see that this one tour had so many menu clicks that happened in the last. This is all real time, so this happened in the last 30 minutes or so. So that information you get, how many links on a particular tour card got clicked, that you get, or rotation starting, rotation stopping, floor plan clicks, audio enabling, audio disabling, audio play. So all these very detailed analytics reports that you get, and this one you can report it directly into a single analytics report for all your tools, so that you do from your dashboard. In your dashboard, when you go into master settings, you get to plug in a Google Analytics ID, and this analytics will collate and show you details about all your tools in a single place. Or you can set up analytics for one of your tools. Probably this is a analytics ID that the customer already has for her website, and that you can use here. So when you do that, these analytics report directly gets merged into customers analytics reports for that website. So you can either reuse an analytics ID that customer already has, or you can set up a new analytics and share it with the customer. Uh, this, I mean, uh, in this 30 minutes, I hardly can cover about 15% of what WalkInto can do. There is a bunch of more things. For example, I'll show you one last thing before I go away. So this is a very nice. So let's pick the London Eye here, and I'm going to do a short listing of this. So this is a shortlist tool, and when I do a shortlisting, what I get is I get it inside my shortlist panel, which I will be showing you shortly, and say I'm here, and in towel section, here what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a hotspot of type scene link, and when I do it, I get to pick where I want to put it, and here I can say that I want it to be this. So now what do we see? We see the London Eye as a small icon. Let me show it in action here. So this is an animated icon that this will jump. This will take me right here. When I come back, this is an icon that's here, and it will take me right back here. So this is called scene links. It's a very fancy, very nice, easy way of doing it. It's an alternate way of doing it. You've seen that how easy it is. And this settings panel pretty much customizes everything that you want. So a lot of people don't want to show that WalkInto icon there, and this is something that we'll be discussing in detail. So these are the features, and now let me briefly tell you about how the engagement model is that we envision. So as almost all of you are aware, WalkInto is a absolutely free tool. So the editor is absolutely free. It's free to use. You can register, you can log in, and you can use. What we charge is a hosting fee, and the hosting fee falls in two tiers. These two tiers are one is a paid hosting, the other one is free hosting. Free hosting, again, there's no charge, and the catch there is that we include advertisements on the tool. And paid hosting is $30 per tour per year, and which gives you the full control over customizing the tool using the settings menu. And also, naturally, it doesn't include any ads. It's a paid hosting. So these are the two tiers in which WalkInto is organized commercially, and the way in which we recommend tips engage with your customers when you are selling WalkInto is that you include a one-time setup fee and one-time that which should include your photography service charges and your WalkInto creation charges, etc. And this is a one-time fee that you should be charging your customer. I am not going to be putting much any numbers on that, but it is way more than what you can normally charge for a standard photography Google Business View services. And then we recommend including an annual maintenance line item in your contract, so which will which will give you a chance to do repeat business either on WalkInto or something else with the customer. So this is very important to ensure that the customer remembers you, you remember the customer, and you get an opportunity to go back to customer it periodically. And what customer gets on this point is an option to update the tour. The update could be seasonal offers, changes in some tour cards, changes in navigation structure, or it could even result in reshooting of the menu. And all engagements, you should include a line item for services to embedding it into a customer's website. And if some customer does not have a website, then it is very easy to set up WalkInto on as the website itself for the customer. There are plenty of examples currently available where the website is the WalkInto is working as customer's website. And then you should also include a line item for hosting fees, and so this makes it extremely transparent and clear to the user, and it will also make it clear to you that how WalkInto hosting is separate from your service fees. And there's a lot of confusion because our competition has created a license model where you are not reselling anything, they are not licensing anything. So it's a really confusing model. We do not want to get into that. We know that software is free for us, and we want to charge only the hosting fees. And most importantly, WalkInto is an absolutely free, no ad, all features open tool through the end of 2015. So we still have a few more months left on this plan running. So there is no, it's an absolutely risk-free trial for everybody. So all these features are available right now. It is extremely stable, well supported. More than 1,200 users using it already. Very active online community. We are all here to help you out. The support system is excellent, and I have shown you how support is integrated into the tool. So since it is absolute risk free, you should just try it at least till the end of the year to give yourself a chance to explore the product and as well as understand the efficiency of the support and the software. All right, so then you can make a decision towards next year whether you want to continue to be on WalkInto or not. And we hope you do. All right, let me just head back and take a look at the questions that we have. All right, there's a bunch of questions, so let me take a look at that. So, you asked how to enter how to insert an enter button. So what you do, Sue, here is I'm just showing the screen. So in the settings, you have a loading screen waits option. So when you do that, all that you that's all you need to do. When you do it, when you come back here, the loading screen waits. And here, this is a good moment for me to show something else also. There's a standard text that comes there, which is WalkInto standard text. You can edit it here. How I reach there is by clicking on the I button on my editor, and that gives me an ability to change this text to is a demo tool. All right. So you can put pretty detailed messages there, and once you do that, whatever you did is going to come up on your screen. And your enter button, the tour waits, and when you click enter, that's when the tour enters. All right, so that's what it is. Oliver asked about the pricing model, and so that's what we just discussed before I get into Q&A. The hosting fee is $30 per tour per year, and there is always an option to continue on the free tier for customers who really don't want to get into a paid service, and that stays in an ad supported mode. So it's very simple, straightforward, and transparent pricing. Mark asked about the hosting. So is the hosting cost based on per customer cost or only your one hosting cost for me as a tip? It is per tour. Hosting is per tour per year. So it's an annual hosting per tour. So how many of your paid hosting tools are there for a year? So that many times $30 payments happen. So if it is 5 tours, it is $150. So you asked about how to insert clients' social media icons. So the tour cards is the perfect place to do that. We actually have a very detailed help desk article talking about how to use the social media icons and other buttons included into tour cards. So I will highly recommend you taking a look at that. So if I can quickly get to that article, I'll share it also. Bill asked, "Can we embed WalkInto tools into a website?" Yes, absolutely. I mean, that is the purpose of we making this tool. So let me just quickly show you one of those. In AIT. So I'm still on the screen share, so I don't think this is it. So let me diff. Okay. So yes, it is an iframe embed. So we can take the iframe and it can be embedded to any website as such. So here, this is a Francois Hotels tour. So you can see that the walk-into tour is right on the home page, and the home page comes up pretty nicely. And there's a lot of different types of hotspots, even more than what I have shown you because of lack of time. I couldn't show you everything. It stays and it nicely adjusts into different types of stuff, and then there's a slider that is moved over. Okay, so yes, so to answer your question, yes, the embedding it into a home to a website is very easy and very straightforward. Mark asked about for restaurants, can I see the sports being let's look book this table option? So which hotspot option is best for that? To book this table option, you we have a help desk article that is talking about how to integrate a restaurant reservation system. So that's a possibility. If the customer has a reservation system already built in, you can create just a website link over there and hit it into and connect it into a hotspot. That happens. And something like there is a very nice book, the book my table. So that iframe embed is possible right into a tour card too. So there are various ways in which you can do that. So most of the use cases in which you want to include a booking options, it's covered either as a button or using an iframe embed into a tool card. Both are possible. Mark asked if a customer wants to stop the walk-into service for any reason, then the tool will stay online and won't be removed. Only the walk-into badges, menu, etc. will disappear. Yes, walk-into is an absolute overlay. So the walk-into will function till 2 points. One, the tour has to be there on the Google Maps. That's number one. And number two, you haven't deleted the tour from your accounts or you haven't unpublished it. So you have two ways to remove it. If a customer doesn't want the tour walk-into to be live, you can just unpublish it so that tour is no more live on the on internet at all. Or you can just delete it also. What plans for self-hosted panorama? Yes, so we are working on a very interesting service for self-hosted panorama. We have covered it in detail on our blog post. So I'm just going to share the link on that. Basically, it is going to we are going to be providing one service where you get to see you get to tile a panorama, then host it from your own server. So that is going to be step number one. So it's a three-step process. So on September 30th, we are going to be publishing this walk-into tiler, and with which you can tile a panorama and host it on your server, and then you can use it in walk-into. Number one. And October 31st, we will be publishing as publishing we'll be releasing panohost.in, for which currently the registrations are on, beta registrations are on. So it's a paid service. It is 6 GB per it is $6 per GB per month is the plan for that. And with that, what you get is an absolutely blazing fast CloudFront, Amazon CloudFront supported CDN, with which will be the tiles that you're generating from your walk-into tiler. You can host it over here. So still there will be like two-piece service, like you make the tiles, then you host it in Pano host, and then you use it in walk-into. So this is in work in progress. And the another option and the last state of this transition is on December 31st, 2015, we will be publishing integrated server-side tiling and hosting. So there will not be any more walk-into tiler that you have to use. You can directly come into Pano host and upload your panorama, and it will be available in a tiled fast, blazing fast service right from within walk-into. So this is the transition plan that we have for self-hosted tiles. Stephen asked if you have entered your analytics number for all your tools on your dashboard, do you also enter your analytics in each individual tool? You wouldn't have to do that, Stephen. So it is the same analytics that gets reported against two analytics IDs. So if you have one as part of your master tool, then you wouldn't have to enter it in individual tools. Can we have a custom URL that you will have to set it up on your server and do some sort of redirect into it? We do not, we can't provide a custom URL for that. How about David asked about embedding into a Facebook business page? It is use the Woodstocks HTML static iframe embed. So this is a standard widget that works beautifully. So we even on our Facebook page right now, if you look at it, currently what we have is we have a lot of marketing tools that you can use to make sure that your portfolio, etc., looks great. So here, what we have done is we have embedded using this same Woodstock plugin. The your a WalkInto portfolio can be embedded. So this looks very nice, and this, in fact, you get you buy using when you are here on your homepage, you get a portfolio widget URL, and this you can just take and embed it into a Facebook or any other page, and it beautifully comes up like this. I'll quickly just show you how. Yeah, so this is Francois Hort. He's a very proficient WalkInto user, and here you can see that all his WalkInto tools are coming like a very nice portfolio. So what he has done, there's no WalkInto branding, there's nothing there. So what he has done is he has taken this portfolio widget and he has embedded it right here. So here I'm showing another demo of that it being embedded into a Facebook page. So just like the way in which I have embedded this using an iframe, you can embed a particular tool. This particular tool would make sense for a business who wants to use it in their website, use it in the Facebook or in the website. Since it is supported, we are supporting HTTPS. So because of which there is no security restrictions either when you are posting to Facebook. Mark asked about does WalkInto directly show up on See Inside? No, it does not. See Inside is Google thing, so we can't manipulate that. But we come up very beautifully on search. So, for example, if I just search for Central Park, so there's a lot of nice SEO that happens on this. So this Central Park tours, NYC places to visit, so Ritz Carlton. So there's a bunch of very interesting links that from WalkInto. So there's a lot of search visibility. We get huge traffic from search. So just to show you transparently how it looks. So if you SimilarWeb is an independent audit system that does that shows us how what's the kind of traffic a business gets. So if you can look here, you can see that our traffic has steadily grown to 160K, and just for the heck of it, I'm just going to show you how how it looks. So you can see that our monthly traffic is over 160,000. Let's take a look at our biggest competition, to dash.com, and let's see as to how their traffic is. Yeah, they are not doing bad. They are at 20K versus 160K. Let's take a look at tourmake.it. Tourmake.it. Yeah, they are also at about monthly traffic of 20,000. So that's where, friends, we stand. We are about 8 times more traffic than Tourmake and TourDash. We are about double as, we're about 4 times as much traffic as Tourmake and TourDash come together. It hasn't happened overnight. It has happened because we were supported by all our users meticulously. When we started, we didn't have any of these features, and we built it by listening to our users over the last many months, and that really has shown up with tremendous amount of loyalty. And it's a two-way street, right? we give the support back and we get the support back from our users, and that's the way in which we have built this product together. Stephen Dyer, who has joined us from Australia today. Roberto Radimir is there. A lot of Gene One Dot, a lot of all users. I can see Phil there, Salvador. Lot of users whom I very well know are here today on this call. So they will watch for us. I'm pretty sure about that. Our support basically. Roberto is asking about which is the Facebook tool. It's called WooBox. Let me just take a look back at the Facebook. So this WooBox, it makes a bunch of very interesting. Yeah, here it is, WooBox. I'm just going to put it back on the chat. So you can pick it up from the chat window. Chat is on the left. Chat is not our Q&A. Chat is chat. So it's called WooBox. WOOBOX. Bill would like to get going with WalkInto right away. Please do. Please do. We'd love to have you in. Sue asked about a photo carousel for photo carousel. Yes, we actually have a better way of doing that. We support Lightbox transition. So again, we have a very detailed article on how to embed a photo gallery into WalkInto. So it is possible, and there's an article for that. Slava Durk asked about whether there is a length restriction on menu. We do not really have a length restriction on menu. It is more about aesthetics. So it's better to organize in an easy to use way. The menu can be as deep as you want, as many levels as you want, as long as you need. But what happens is that it can spill over the screen and it can look really ugly. So always make sure that it is organized in a way that it is it's cleanly accessible for your customers rather. When is your next walk-in session, and when will your widget be will all your widgets be integrated? Siddharth, it's a product that is live for more than about one and a half years now. Everything is integrated, everything is live. All right, guys. I think rest everything is hi. Hello. I would love those, but I think in the interest of time, if there are any more questions, I would like to. If there are any more questions, I would like to answer those. I hope today's session was informative and it gave you a good idea about what WalkInto can do. As I said before, you can just head over to the WalkInto homepage if you do not have a WalkInto account yet. Please click sign up, and I'll be delighted to activate your accounts right away so that you can start practicing what we just discussed. All right. And once again, this session is recorded and it will be available online minutes after we are done. And any other questions that you have, please drop me a mail at boni@walkinto.in, and I'll take those questions later too. All right. Thank you very much for joining me today. It has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure like talking to each of you, and thanks for asking all these interesting questions. WalkInto Help Desk will cover a lot more features that I have missed out today, but I'm sure that you have the tools that you really need to get going with it. Okay. Thank you very much. 1 second. David has a question. WalkInto is so much better than ToDash when it comes to usability and support. It's night and day. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I mean, it's built into the culture of the product to ensure that we listen to each of our users are doing with the tool, and That feedback is what has made WalkInto what it is today. And so giving support back for us is again a way, it's a feedback loop for us. And every interaction has made our understanding of the product, understanding of the way in which the product is getting used better. Thank you. Thank you for your time. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me today. You all have a great day ahead of you. Great evening. I know people have joined from Australia. It's late night for you. Thank you very much for that. Bye-bye. Bye.